Guys, thank you so much for allowing me to talk to you today. My name is Mark Turner, and all my life as a kid, I wanted to be successful. Now that means different things to different people. In my mind, it meant I want to be a titan of industry. I want to run a company. I had to have this title. I had to have all these things, and success really dwelt around being rich. I thought being rich was going to be it. Making a long story short, I did manage to grow up, help start a company, and grow into this position. I was the president and chief operating officer of a telecommunications company. We built that thing to be very successful, and on August 1st, 2011, we signed papers to sell that to our largest competitor. So here I was, I signed a contract with them to manage some of their major accounts for a few years, and by my own right, I'm sitting on top of the world eating bonbons. This is great, do whatever I want, it's just perfect. April 12th, 2013, my wife and I had gone to West Monroe, Louisiana, do what we called a night with the Robertsons. You guys have heard of Duck Dynasty. So, had an event down there. We went and did that. We're driving home. We get home Friday night late, and Saturday morning, I woke up and I thought, man, I just can't breathe. Something's going on. So, like any good man, I get up and I go to the bathroom. And in the bathroom, I'm stretching, thinking, I don't know what's going on. And I thought, well, it might pass. I go lay back down in bed, and a little while, I just can't seem to get comfortable, and go back in the bathroom again, and I'm just, I don't know what's going on here. And my wife yells in there, hey, what's happening in there? What's all the ruckus? And about the time she said that, I felt this sharp pain go down my left arm. And I said, honey, I think I'm having a heart attack. She immediately jumps out of bed, and she 4 aspirin in my hand, here, take this. I said, you need to call 911. So she calls 911. We live in the country, and as this thing starts getting progressively worse, I think, okay, I can still walk, so I'm going to make it into the living room. And I hear the ambulance take a wrong way, but you can hear the sirens going off in the distance. And I said, call them back, tell them they're going the wrong way right now, turn around. They turn around, they take a different place. Well, my daughter was home that weekend, and I told her, she had gotten up by this time. I said, Katie, go get the car, because if we don't do something quick, I don't think I'm going to live till the ambulance gets here. So by this time, I'm bent over the couch in the living room. I'm just laying there. Something odd happened. All of a sudden, my entire life, I wanted to be this type of industry, to be rich and to do all of these things, and it seems like your priorities all of a sudden go just like this, and it becomes crystal clear what's important in life. In a blink of an eye. They pick me up in the ambulance, they give me a nitroglycerin tablet, doesn't do any good, give me another one. Finally start feeling a little relief, get me to the hospital. The nurse comes in, the doctor of the emergency room comes in, she says, we're going to have to take a blood test because your EKG looks good. And I said, well, I don't know what it looks like, but something's going on. Take a blood test, and there's an enzyme they look for in your blood when you're having a heart attack. It runs in all of us on an average day from 0.3 to 0.5. Well, mine was only a 0.7. She said, well, we're going to have to wait 2 hours to take it again. 2 hours later, it was 1.5. She said, something's going on. We're admitting you to the heart hospital. Okay, admit me to the heart hospital. 4 hours later, the nurse had taken my blood, and she was reading the results over there, and she said, oh, I said, what's the matter? She said, what's these enzyme levels? Are you sure you're feeling okay? I said, yes, I am. Why? She said, well, people who have heart attack, that enzyme will go from about a 5 to a heart attack to a 10 to a massive heart attack. I said, what are my levels? She said, 37. Whoa. And that's why I feel fine. I'm sitting there talking to her. That was on a Saturday. Sunday, I'm still there. They're just observing me. So I'm not dying. About noon, start feeling that little, again. Within seconds of saying that, I had people all over, and they wheel me down to the cath lab. Going to put this catheter in me to find out what's going on. And I remember that process because you're in a daylight phase, but here's what I remember the most. When it was over, I remember the doctor patting me on my ankle. He said, okay, Mark, we're done. I said, what'd you find, Doc? And I want you to remember this. He said, we didn't find anything. He said, your veins are probably more clean than mine. He said, it looks like your body cleared itself. Wow. They wheeled me down to recovery. I'm in recovery for 4 hours. Get through that, get back to the room. One of my best friends in the world called. He said, Mark, I just want to check up because I know you're scheduled for a catheterization tomorrow. Find out what's going on. I said, no, Rick, I had that today. He said, what'd they find? And I said, nothing. Said my body cleared itself. He got really quiet. And I said, Rick, are you there? Are you there? He said, yeah, but you're not going to believe what I have to tell you. I said, what is it? He said, yesterday when my wife Kathy had called him and said, Mark's having a heart attack, he said, I went into the room and his wife Jen, she was doing her hair, and he said, hey, you got to stop what you're doing. You got to go in there and pray for Mark right now. And he said, we were on our knees. And Jen said, God, let Mark's body clear itself. I went home 2 days, no stents, no nothing.
Wow.
But I had a clarity at that point in time. My challenge to you, don't wait for a major life event to decide what's important. Don't wait for a major life event to decide your priorities. Do them now. I've loved Zig Ziglar forever. I'm dedicated to continuing the legacy. You might say I have a heart for it.